Last time on Mastering Minecraft, our hero brought a library to life with incredible interior design. The main hall became a cozy heaven with a grand heating system, a peaceful reading floor, and even a mesmerizing aquarium that stole the spotlight. But the creativity didn't stop there. At the side entrance, an elegant gallery was built to showcase the history of ancient wisdom. A book return station was added, and everything was seamlessly connected into a masterpiece of design. But with the library taking shape, what challenges and surprises await in this week's episode? There is only one way to find out. And by the way, if you're enjoying this narration as much as I enjoyed outsmarting our hero last week, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I mean, come on, baiting with diamonds, that's pure genius, admit it. Let him talk, 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 let him talk. Oh man, I think the narrator is really pushing it, but I have no response for now. Well, anyway, hello and welcome dear Kneecap community to this week's episode of Mastering Minecraft. How are you all doing? As always, I hope you're doing great. As for me, I'm doing fantastic. Last week was amazing. First, I want to thank you all for the incredible support you've been showing me these past few weeks. We've welcomed a bunch of new subscribers to the community, so to all of you, welcome aboard. My personal highlight this week was an exchange with Kratik Maru in the comments. I don't know if you guys know what that means for me, but it really made my week. He asked if I'd ever built a statue of something, and I replied that I could do that. And in fact, I already had in earlier episodes. And a few hours later, I saw another comment from him on the episode I mentioned. And to think someone would actually go back and watch older videos because I referenced a build in them, that was such a key moment for me. So Kratik Maru, thank you for making my week. And yeah, well, enough with the pleasantries. Let's dive into this week's episode. So let's see what the checklist got in store. So, okay, for today's episode, we've got quite the checklist ahead of us. First, we'll tackle an important upgrade, building a bee farm. I've realized that if I want to use copper in my builds, I'll need to keep it waxed. And let's just say our current honey situation is far from efficient. Next, we'll return to the library's main hall to finish it off with a proper reception area and an amazing elevator. Because what's a grand library without some functionality, right? And finally, we'll descend to the first floor buried right beneath the main hall, to shape it into a stunning addition to our library with its basic structure and the interior. So, it's a packed episode, so let's oh man, let's jump straight into it and start ticking off the checklist. Well, okay, so let's get to the first point of the checklist, which is the bee farm. This is the first mistake I've made today. It's of course an honey farm. And we will do that honey farm in the nether. And if you guys are asking yourselves, why are we doing a honey farm in the nether? There's a funny reason behind that. It's more efficient on the nether because the nether doesn't have a day and night cycle. So if you build the farm in the overworld, the bees will only produce honey during the daytime. So during nighttime they go to sleep and don't produce any honey, and this is the problem we're avoiding in the nether. And what better place than building a farm on the nether roof? I got the farm from More Things. I will leave a video link in the description if you want to rebuild the farm. And with that said, get ready to eat some kneecaps. Let's go! So, okay, we're finished with our honey farm. And as you can see, we've got honeycomb, which we need to wax copper. And we have honey bottles, which we need to produce honey blocks. But for me, it's more about the honeycomb, so we can wax the copper. We haven't that much builds that require honey blocks. So I would have said first step done on the checklist. And yeah, with that said, let's take our focus to the library. Okay, up to the next point on the checklist, which is the reception in the main hall. And I told you last time I wanted the reception to be here. So this is the last empty space that we have here in our hall. And after that, we'll build the elevator. So get ready for some more kneecaps. Listen, man, I don't know how these things happen, but we have a visitor. Our first visitor in the library is a horse. Oh man. Okay, so here we are. The reception is built. It's a small little hut. You can see it's currently closed. Oh, let me just turn off Light Medica. You can see it's closed. And yeah, as soon as we have villager inside, that's the plan. To have librarians inside, it's going to be open. So this is closed, this is open for our customers. Yeah, you can soon take your head out of the wall and talk to people in here. And I also already designed the way to the elevator. And you can see elevator is going to be right here. I haven't button placed, but that button doesn't do very much. So I would have said, get ready to, yeah, give the button a reason. So let's eat some more kneecaps and hammer that elevator out. Let's go. Okay, and we are back. Finished the elevator. And if you're asking why our first guest in the library is hanging on the wall, well, yeah, he tested the lift shaft, and yes, it's deadly. And yeah, let me show you how it works. If I press the button, you see some things moving, and the lift is here. And if I want to go down, I press the button again, go inside. And we are on the first floor here. So you can see I built a flying machine that goes upwards and is blocked by this obsidian block here. And you can see I have placed some redstone. So if I trigger the button, the signal moves. It moves once down here, so I can trigger the upward movement. But what I also can do is, if I send the lift upwards, I can call it back down, which of course isn't working right now. I'll be right back. Yes, so if I press the button, the lift goes up. Oh man, I had to fix something, or I didn't build a crucial part of the lift. And if I want to call him back, I just press the button again. And the lift comes back down. And that is basically the whole magic trick. So what I forgot to build was this observer chain here, which sends the signal back upward, which triggers this piston to trigger the note block, which is behind this redstone block, and the lift comes down. Yeah, well, with that done, I would have said, let's go down and finish the last step of the episode of the checklist, which is the bottom floor. So get ready to eat one last time for today. Some more kneecaps. And ta-da! Here we are back on the first floor of our library. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. It was a hustle, man, but yeah, we did it. So currently we have the first floor. I didn't intend the first floor to have a lot of books or a lot of book selection. It should be kind of a reading room. So what the plan is for next time is we have some more space in here, in this direction and in this direction. How are there everywhere horses, man? Okay, so what we're going to do is build one more room here, one here and one here, which will be the main part of the library where all the books are. And my idea is we will, I don't know if it's loaded. Okay, it's not loaded. We will bring all the librarians which sell us good books and put them in here in their own corners. So the library has a use, so we have to come if we want to enchant something, get the books, we have to use the library. I don't want to build something that, yeah, doesn't have any value, or more precisely, I don't want to build something so big that hasn't any, yeah, use. So, with that said, I think we finished the last part of our checklist. And yeah, let's wrap up the episode. Oof, okay, and that brings us to the end of another episode of Mastering Minecraft. Let's take a moment, take a deep breath, and look back at what we accomplished today. First, we kicked things off by building a brand new honey farm to improve our honey production, because, you know, who wants oxidized copper ruining their builds, right? Then we returned to Project Pathway and completed the main hall with a functional reception area and an amazing elevator to connect it to the lower floors. Finally, we ventured below the main hall to tackle the first floor of the library. We shaped its basic structure, added the interior touches it needed, and turned it into a cozy, functional space worthy of the library's grandeur. It's been a packed episode, man. I'm tired and I couldn't be happier with the progress we've made. If you enjoyed this week's episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and to join our amazing Kneecap community. As always, let me know in the comments what you thought of today's builds and what you'd like to see next. And you know, always remember, a kneecap a day keeps the stress away. It's been your Kneecap, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.